Hello and welcome to this Therapeutic Thursday. Now today I want to talk to you all about how we can use oracle decks or tarot decks to, especially our new ones, not just to connect with them, to use them, in a more efficient manner, but also how we can use them to identify areas that we may want to look at, for ourselves. Like, are there any underlying issues, or maybe some traumas that are coming up? Maybe there are things that, like, we have this distorted thinking, ways of thinking. Are there things that we're questioning within ourselves? Just things that we might want to become aware of. So what I like, and actually Brian Freud with the Fairy Oracle. Now, in the beginning of this book, he explains a really cool method of getting to know your deck. And what it is just taking all of, you get a new deck, and it doesn't have to be this one, it can be anything. And you lay out all the cards, get on the floor, lay out every single card, face up, get to know your deck, right? And what you're going to do is look at all of them. You're going to pick the card that maybe you don't like so much, that bothers you, that puts you off. And then you're going to pick the card that speaks most, fruitfully, most beautifully to you, that makes you feel good, right? So it's this dichotomy. You're getting okay, let's grab whatever card I don't like, makes me feel icky or bothers me or makes me fearful or something of that sort. And then we're going to pick the card that makes us so happy. So let me show you a little bit about how we can do this. See if I can put this like this. So again, here is the deck. And I am just going to put these cards out. You're just going to spread them all out. And of course, for you, it's probably better to make it a little better than what I'm doing right now. All right. So I'm just going to get to know my cards. If I were doing this on my own, I would be putting these in order and looking at each, right? So if I'm looking like, oh, I love this guy. So this guy is one. I think he is one of my favorite ones that always makes me feel really happy, right? Okay, so what does that mean? What do you intuit here? So for me, I see that, connected with nature, the intuition is there, intuitive little guy. And that it looks like he knows so much, right? Knowledge is huge for me. I'm always a lifelong learner. And just, I didn't look at all of these, but for today, this one is what is bothering me. I looked at this and I'm like, ugh, got that feeling like, geez, I don't like, and if you look at this card, it's deception, right? Like he's being sneaky and deceptive and, you can't trust him. So, what could that mean to me? So let's put these off to the side. I'm just going to look and see, what else really shines out to me. Is there anything here that I actually love this guy. This is one that, some people might not like this. The gotcha. Some people might intuit this as, ooh, that's another sneaky thing, right? But I actually like it because it shows a little bit of ourselves. It shows that kind of like a I gotcha myself kind of thing. I don't know, something with that. Or that intellect. Look at the beauty and the knowledge here. So again, you look at what really speaks out to you. So those were just a few things. So let me pop this back up so I can talk to you guys for a little bit. So again, let's talk a bit about these two cards I picked. So you have your two cards, and you can pick more if you'd like. I just think it's best to start out a little slower. Let's see. Gotta get Izzy in the picture, of course. So again, here are my two cards. So what would I do with these? I already let you know my first thoughts with pulling these. I like this because maybe I strive to be like this. That's what I see in myself that I like. Now that is deep, isn't it? So do I see anything here? So I might journal and say, is there a way that I feel I may be being deceptive or sneaky or doing something that, is unethical or shouldn't be? I don't know. I will journal on it. Right now I don't think so, but that's something that might pop up. Or is it that I'm worried that somebody else is being deceptive? You know, is there something in the back of my mind or unconsciously that I'm really worried that something's going to happen? Somebody's going to do something. Somebody's trying to undermine me. You know, is that a fear? Is that a cognitive distortion? You know, is it something that maybe I have this messed up way of thinking that the schema that people are out to get me? Is it? I'm not sure. But what this is going to do is help you, not only in the spiritual way, an intuitive way, but also in a therapeutic way, right? So what I would do is journal on each. So I'd first just free write, what is this card? Put this card on the desk next to me, have paper and free write what this means. Why does this make me feel good? Why do I smile every time I see this little guy? What is that? And then I would do, and you don't have to do this the same day, you can. And then I would put this guy on the desk. Why does he make me uncomfortable? What is coming up for me, right? And what I might do is see, is there a connection here? Is it the opposites? What is it? Is it about me? What do these relate to? Everyone is different. Everything is, we're not all the same. But what this does is not only does it connect you with these cards, but it allows you to get a little bit more in depth on areas within ourselves, our cognition, our intuition, our core beliefs. Sometimes our core beliefs are not really that good, right? Like, I'm unlovable. Well, how are you unlovable? Are you ever lovable? You go into those things that you can really start questioning. Is this distorted? Is this something accurate or something that maybe you need to work on, right? So again, just, put your cards out, get to know them. You can also put them in different categories, right? You'd be like, oh, these make me really happy. These make me want to question my intuition. These make me want to be like a sage, something of that sort. So really beautiful ways that you can get to know your deck, and you can also get to know yourself a little better. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next Thursday.